defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Push him. Push him back. You go tight. You got tight. You kill.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jackson. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Stop your whining.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
Breeze now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win
Breeze now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
We want this.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
95, 56.
On second down and 4. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Waiting. Check. Sunday.
Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 5-4.
On third and long, it's Wentz. It got his man complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bravo.
One set. Check Mike 54.
Watch the run.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. David Onyemata busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Topper! Let's find 7. Hey, wahoo!
To try again after the sack. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Charlie!
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith as time expires in the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I